When I was younger, I dealt with stuff like this. Hey, face, happy birthday, try not to okay? And it was honestly one of the nicer things people would say to me back then. I'm not saying I was a perfect damsel in distress, but yeah, I got kind of bullied. Now for the Zoomers, you probably won't understand what I'm about to say, but for the millennials, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you liked anime and video games 10 years ago, you got bullied. But there was one person who I watched who liked anime and video games and got praised for it.
A double rainbow is a phenomenon of optics that displays a spectrum of light due to the sunshine which acts upon the atmosphere. Does that explain it? A double rainbow is a phenomenon of...
To me, Lily is a huge role model, and part of the reason is actually something that a lot of people don't know. Around 10 years ago, I was having a particularly bad week. I wasn't numb to bullying, but I wasn't as bothered by it as I used to be, but there's one week in particular, I was coming home crying like almost every day. I didn't really want to tell my parents or have any friends to talk to about it, so I decided I was gonna go on Facebook and comment on one of Lily's posts on her profile page. I'm pretty sure I guilt tripped her into asking for one game of League of Legends for her to play with me on my birthday. Now, even though this was a long time ago, Lily was already really popular on the internet, especially in the League of Legends scene. But to my surprise, she actually responded and said yes. I remember for like the next month, I kept bragging to anyone that I knew that played League that I played a game with LilyPichu, and it was probably really cringe, but to me, it's still one of the highlights of my life from back then. So anyways, for the last few years, I've been on my own creative grind. I've put all of my skill points in the computer building skill tree, and I've made some pretty cool stuff. My goal has been to make computers as pretty as possible. I've been making PCs for people to try and show the world what I can do, and then one day...
You're gonna simp, aren't you?
I'm gonna simp so hard, dude. I just... By the way, this video is sponsored by Micro Center, and at this point, if you haven't heard of Micro Center, you are just throwing away money. Micro Center is a store that sells computer parts and more that can save you a ton of money. This is the example I use every time, and I'm gonna keep using it because I cannot stress enough how much better it is to buy from them than any other online retailer or other stores. The closest Micro Center to me is in California, 4 hours away. If I drive down there, buy the computer parts I need, then drive all the way back for a total of 8 hours, I still save more money doing that than buying my computer parts anywhere else. Please check the link in the description to find the nearest Micro Center to you, and also to get more information on their store. They are amazing. I love working with them. I know this is an ad, but seriously, they are by far my favorite company. Anyways, thank you Micro Center for sponsoring the video. Now, let's get back to it. So anyways, last time I did a build like this, I explained the process, but I didn't get to show it to you as much as I would have wanted. And the thing is, builds like this take a lot. I have to learn the history of the content creator, design art that doesn't offend them, have an artist bring the art come to life, and then get it printed onto acrylic embedded with RGB. Look, fortunately, in this case, I know a decent amount about Lily's history as a content creator, but there's still a lot of work to do, and leaving the house that often isn't really an option for me. Aww. Fortunately, Sasha was willing to have a calm chat about the art.
So you're not nervous at all, you're good, right?
I mean, maybe.
I mean,
a little.
Just, relax. It's only LilyPichu, you know? Only 2+ million subscribers on YouTube, only tens of thousands of viewers on Twitch, only, you know, one of my childhood heroes from like 10 years ago. It's not that big a deal. So, since you were the artist, there is something that I had in mind. I wanted to share this idea really quickly and really simply. This is the general idea. Did that make sense?
Yes.
V1 Tech was honestly kind of rude because they accepted the art the same day that I sent it to them and then got it printed and shipped to me overnight all on the same day. If you're wondering why I thought they were so rude, it's because normally they send their packages out with little Sour Patch Kids, but this time they sent me Swedish fish.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What?
And finally, Micro Center was an absolute homie and mailed the parts directly to my house. Thank you, Micro Center. Oh, that's... Despite COVID slowing things down tremendously, Lily was super understanding.
Where's my PC, Chris? Yeah! I'm joking. Take your time.
And finally, after being able to put it together all on stream, which by the way, if you don't follow me, you should be, link is in the description, we were able to go and surprise her in person. Good morning. How are you? Hi, Tammy. Where do you want to open this thing?
Somewhere clean, so not my room.
Okay. So, 3.5 months later, here it is.
Oh, I'm excited.
Only thing I didn't bring is a knife. Do you have a knife?
I have many knives.
Okay, wait, many? Perfect. That one's...
And that's the last thing I saw before I died.
So how much of it did you already see?
Do you want me
The honest answer. It's okay, you can be honest.
Chris, okay, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself.
Okay.
I read spoilers before anything I watch.
So you saw none
I
of
was
it.
watching your stream actually. And I was like, no, just ignore me. And some of the chat was like, LilyPichu, LilyPichu.
No, it's all fine. It's fine. It's
I watch all
fine.
your stream, don't
Well,
worry.
there's parts you haven't seen, so that's perfect.
Okay, that's cool.
Just help make sure it doesn't fall.
Okay. I love this art so much.
I hope you know. Well, you don't have to know, but part of the reason we took so long on this is because Sasha and I have about 20 drafts that never make the cut.
Wow, really? But this is so cute. The art is so good.
What do you think?
All the references here.
So,
Well, I understand all the references because I watched your stream and you were explaining what each of them meant.
As you can see here, there are a lot of things going into this, and I will try to explain all of them. If you pay attention down here, we have Lily herself with the crossed pink bangs with a Star Guardian Lux staff. I'm assuming, and I would hope, that Lux is Lily's favorite champion in League of Legends. And I feel like a large part of Lily's history comes from League of Legends. It's Orianna. Dope. So then I screwed up the whole build.
okay, well anyways, so here's parts that you haven't seen, and there's something that you will never see unless we turn it on.
Okay.
So, I guess maybe we set it on the kitchen for a second.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
after you.
Do I just like...
Power button right there.
Wow, it's a rainbow.
So there's one part that I spent all of yesterday trying to edit and get it done, and I think in about 20 seconds it'll.
What? Wow.
Yeah, there it is.
Really cool. Holy shit, how'd you do that?
It's called the Kraken, and what it does is it's got an LED screen, so pretty much any GIF I want to put on there, it can be put on there.
Oh.
There we go. So we can make it pink.
God.
Hi, Timmy. It'll be fine, no problem.
Stop, Timmy, let me computer, look. Do you understand? RAM, Timmy, RAM. This is the artist.
I'll never show you the rough drafts, but.
Why? Wait, I need to
So
see
I mean, no, part of the reason it took like 3 months to get this done is because obviously art means a lot to you, and not that the art didn't matter for anyone else we've done this for, but we wanted to like take our time because we didn't want to send you something that
I
you're
love
like.
it. I liked everything you showed me, but I want to see the drafts now. You're making me.
Oh God! Well, as far as everything else goes, I mean, obviously I was really excited to do this. I don't think this is gonna be the last time I tell a story ever, but like.
Sell a story.
No, tell this story. No.
History.
As far as the history, I mean, the two streamers that, not even streamers, the two content creators that mean the most to me in my life would be you and then Ryan. Because I know it was probably just a passing thing, but like that like 1 week where I reached out and was just like.
He reached out and we played League together when you were 17.
So it was like almost 10 years ago.
I was thinking like, man, I don't. But that's like crazy. You remember that?
No, I remember because I was like, it was on Facebook too. I was just
but
like.
you still accepted messages on Facebook. That's how I know that's like
Yeah.
super bro. Wow.
I mean, to me, it meant a lot because it was like, you know how the more I get into content creation, right? This will probably not leave in the video, but like the more I've gotten into content creation, I see like it's a dream job and I wouldn't trade it for anything, but I see how like messed up things can be at times. So moments like that mean a lot to me, and I kind of want to take that, what I learned from you, and then try to embody it in things going forward. So for this project, is I'm happy that I got to do it, and thank you for letting me do it.
What? No, you gave me a fucking awesome computer. I should be thanking you.
I mean, you gave me stuff in return,
League
so.
of Legends 7 years ago paid off.
It has just now occurred to me that I forgot to shoot an outro, so I'm gonna say this really quickly. Lily, thank you again for letting me do this project. Your kindness and who you are as a person means a lot to me, and I know you didn't have to let me do this, and I am very, very, very appreciative that you let this happen. Thank you to Sasha for doing the art. Thank you to V1 Tech for printing it all out so we could get it done, and thank you Micro Center. You are making so many content creators and consumers really happy with the way you do things. I hope you found the video. Oh god, I'll do better next year. I hope you found the video creative, entertaining, or informative in any way, shape, or form. I hope you have a happy new year, because 2020 was really great. Anyways, have a good night. Goodbye.
Am I gonna be murdered?